Alright, what is going on, guys? My name is Leon Mash and welcome back to another Overwatch League news video. And today, guys, we are going to be going over the contract status for 2021 players on their current teams, going to Atlanta Reign all the way to Washington Justice. I'll put some of my opinions in for some of these. I'll try and get through them really quick. They'll be on screen if you guys want to read them quick. There'll also be timestamps down below for anyone who's interested in their favorite team or interested about a team in general. So I think we should go ahead and jump right into this. And we're going to start off with Atlanta Reign. And Atlanta Reign has re-signed Edison. Ursa's a free agent. So is Saucy and Sharp. Fried's free agent. Gator is being kept. Hawk is being kept. Pacbo is a free agent. Fire's a free agent. Dogman's a free agent. Iris is kept, and Moss has been kept. I think some of these are good, good signs. Edison being kept for another season is absolutely great. I feel like Edison was probably the brightest spot on this season. Sharp, I will say I'm very surprised Sharp's being kept, but I guess, in playoffs, Sharp actually had performed really well. Gator and Hawk, I'm really shocked they kept Gator and Hawk, but I guess it makes sense if they couldn't find other tanks. Hawk has potential still. Gator, I was not really surprised with this season. Hopefully they find upgrades over those guys. Iris and Masa, I think that was going to be the next duo we'll see from Atlanta Reign in general. I think Iris has the potential to be one of the top off sports in the league. We just couldn't really see that happen when he got signed for the Atlanta Reign. Masa, I think Masa still has potential to be like his Season 2 days. Season 3 was probably not as good as the Season 2, but he still has potential to be good. Now let's move on to the Boston Uprising. I already kind of talked about this in my last video, but basically the entire team is re-signed except Mikey and Halo. I'm still shocked they did this in general. I'm sad to see Meow Mong not be on a different team, but I guess they're really confident in Laurie's coaching. I really have a hard time seeing them actually success with these current players they have right now. I think they will sign obviously upgrades during this roster and during this offseason, I guess you could say, over maybe DPS. They definitely need to upgrade their DPS area. They already have to find a main sport in general. Who will that be? No clue. They're probably going to find unknown talent from their open tryouts, or maybe they will find contenders players that we already know about. But very surprised by this from the Boston Uprising. But let's go and move on to the Chengdu Hunters. Bacon Jack is obviously retired. Jinmu, team can exercise option until on November 13th, so nothing's been said about Jinmu. Leave has been kept on the roster. Ameng, not fully anything just yet. Team can exercise the option until November 13. Ating is retired. Also does have an option until on November 13. Lei Young, same thing. Exercise option until November 13. Kyo, same thing, till November 13. Linksa is a free agent. He has declined his offer as well. Molly has been kept for the next season. And Evil Ta, same thing, can exercise an option. All really interesting stuff for the Chengdu Hunters. I think they've kept Molly, who's actually a really good off-sport. I think that's smart to keep him. Everyone else, who knows? I think they will re-sign more players as time goes on. I think they'll probably keep Jinmu. He's always been a great spot. Probably keep Lei Young, and who knows what they'll keep throughout the season. There's probably more talent they can find as well in contenders. Dallas Field, this one's already obvious. We already know what happened earlier, last week in general from my videos. They basically kept Doa. That's really it. Everyone's released. Nothing much to really talk about here. Florida Mayhem, BQB, free agent. Seiya players retired. Yaki under contract. Fate, he has an option until November 13. Gargoyle, free agent. Karayan, free agent. We already know about these. Byram and Chris, free agents. They've been released, so I don't see him coming back. And Gangnam Jin, under contract. I really hope they do re-sign Gargoyle before a team gets him, most likely. I think they will sign him. Fate, I think they will resign Fate as well. I think they've had some solid players this season. They just need a few more upgrades in certain positions. Where would that be? Probably in the DPS, maybe even the main sport in general. Chris, they could obviously find an upgrade over Chris, maybe like Slime, because Slime is LFT right now when we get to him. I think Slime, if he joined the Florida Mayhem, that would make Florida Mayhem really good right now and also fit the Florida Mayhem playstyle, but we'll see where that goes on. I do think some of these players will be re-signed though, like Gargoyle. No statements has come out about Gargoyle and BQB just yet, so they'll probably keep him. Guangzhou Charge, Eileen under a contract. Happy is a free agent right now. Crystal, that's obvious, he's released. Narrow, free agent. I think he'll go to a different team in general in Overwatch League. Krong, 2021 option exercise. Rio, team can exercise the option. Chara, free agent. Neptuno, free agent. Shu, free agent. And Wea, free agent. We already know about these. I think Shu will most likely get re-signed if he does, but I would not be surprised if they do end up not getting him. I think Shu can go to a different team in general. I think he can go to many teams in general. He's a top tier flex for that every team will probably want right now. But I think it would be nice if Guangzhou Charge tries to re-sign him right now, renegotiate his contract possibly with Shu, but we'll see where the season goes on with the Guangzhou Charge. Hangzhou Spark, we already know a lot of these. Otto, free agent. Adora, free agent. Architect and Godsby are under contract, which is very smart to do. They were a great duo this season and also in the past in contenders. So these are great players to keep under contract. Gujue under contract. Hyokyu under contract of 2021 option exercise. Rhea, free agent. And Sashin, we already know he's released, so he's not being kept. Bebe, free agent. Kodis being kept for 2021. IDK under contract. And Mika, 2021 option exercise, so he's being kept as well. I think these are some good pieces that they have kept. Gujue was always been a good piece on the Hangzhou Spark. QQ was really solid this season, so I think it's smart to keep him. Codis, he was hyped up to be one of the best off sports. In this season, we didn't really see him play, but he still has that hype. IDK, great to keep. He's always been consistently performing on the Hangzhou Spark, so definitely great to keep IDK. Houston Outlaws, finally we've got the Houston Outlaws. Blase, team can exercise option November 13. He's already said he's not going to be re-signed. Dante, free agent. We have not really gotten that many words on Dante. Linkser, we already know he's not going to be re-signed. Hydration, under contract actually. Meko, free agent. We know he's not going to get re-signed. Muma, we know he's not going to get re-signed. Boink, free agent finally. Jexay, free agent. Repel, and free agent. Everyone kept, but Hydration, most likely Dante will get re-signed. I hope that Dante gets re-signed. Nothing much to be surprised here. We already know about the 90% of these. Finally, we got word on Boink. Boink never said anything. Maybe he's off of Twitter right now, but Boink's not going to be on this team. So, good thing we've got some news with the Houston Outlaws. London Spitfire, we already know literally everything about them. I'm not really going to go over it again. They have Glister under contract, though. They have Bernard under contract, and they have Fuse under contract, and Sanguinar under contract as well. Great to keep these pieces. I'm still confused if they're going to go to full Korean or British Hurricane just now, because we got a leak that they'll probably still maybe stay full Korean, but I don't know about that fully just yet. But I think if they keep these players, they're most likely going to trade them to other teams for money so they can get more players throughout the season if they have an EU roster like the British Hurricane. LA Gladiators, Birdring is being kept for 2021. Jaro's free agent, Kevser and Mirror both being kept for 2021. Bishu free agent, LH Cloudy free agent, OG free agent, we already know about that. Space being kept for 2021. Smart to do that, he was a great off-tank this season. Big Goose obviously retired, and Shaz free agent, still has no clue what he wants to do right now. He's been working on, actually I don't know if I should say he has no clue. He may retire, he may not, but that's all I gotta say about LA Gladiators. These were pretty obvious. Good thing they kept Kevser and Birdring. Still probably going to be one of the better duos next season. And Space, good thing they kept Space as well. Then on to the LA Valiant, we already know about a few of these as well. Applies a free agent. KSF, team can exercise the option until November 13. KSP, kept for 2021, very good. Shaq, same thing, kept for 2021. Dreamer, kept for 2021. Gig and McGravy, both released. And Last Show with Rain, both kept for 2021 season. I think that's a decent duo to keep for the support duo. I think they should definitely try and upgrade Rain. I think Last Show's great, but Rain can definitely have an upgrade throughout the season. NYXL, Hacksaw is retired. Libero, team can't exercise the option. Nene, free agent. SBB, team can't exercise the option. Who Are You, free agent. Bianca, free agent. Hoppa, free agent. Mano, team can exercise the option November 13. Supports Animo, team can exercise the option. Same thing goes with Jonak. And Mandu is under contract. Weird to see all these players, not fully signed just yet. Mandu's being kept, which I guess is normal. I guess he was on a 2-year deal. Jonak will most likely be signed once again. Most likely Animo as well. Mano, 100%. We already know Hoppa, Bianca's not. Huryu's gone, Nene's gone, and Hacksaw's unfortunately retired. I hope Libero resigns, but maybe he'll want to go to a different team. And SBB, I think he'll definitely resign if they give him an option, or maybe he'll retire. He's had a long run, so we'll see what happens with SBB. Paris Eternal, we're getting a lot of leaks of Paris Eternal right now, so Nico, team can exercise the option soon. Same thing, can exercise the option. Sparkle, 2021 option exercise, they've kept them. XE, 2020 option exercise as well. Bembest, team can exercise the option. Hanbin, 2020 has been kept as well. No Smite and Smex, both free agents. No surprise there, because they probably want to promote Muse. And then you have FD God under contract and Fielder free agent, and he's also LFT. So most likely Fielder's going to a different team actually, but there is also a chance for him to be re-signed to the Paris Eternal, which hopefully they do. I think Fielder has a lot of chances to go to other teams as well. He's a top tier off-sport in the league, even on ping, so who knows what he'll do when he's off of ping, maybe even on a better team. Philadelphia Fusion, Carpe's under contract. We knew about this for years, I feels like. Chips though, he got released. EQO, he's free agent. Hisu, he's been kept for 2021. Ivy, free agent. I hope they re-sign him. Fury, free agent. Poco, team can't exercise the option. Sato, team can exercise the option. Alarm, under contract. Hopefully they keep him for more years. Boombox, free agent. And Funny Astro, kept for 2021. No surprises here. Honestly, I hope Ivy does get re-signed. He actually fit Philadelphia pretty well. Fury, I am surprised with Fury though, and if he doesn't get back on the Philadelphia Fusion, I think a lot of teams will go after him. In general, maybe he'll go on some other teams we didn't expect. Poco, maybe he'll not be kept and maybe go to a different team. Sato, I think he'll be kept, but then again, I would not be surprised if he doesn't. San Francisco Shock, maybe some shockers here for some of you guys, no pun intended, but Ants being kept for 2021. Rascal's free agent, no word about him just yet. Striker being kept. should happen. Tayo is being kept as well. We knew about this Krusty's tweet from the past. Choi Hyobin under contract, Smurfs on a contract, very good. Super is a free agent, and this could lead to many things of Super being a free agent. He could be a full-time streamer. He could go to other teams like the Houston Outlaws. Who knows yet? Moth is a free agent. We've known about this one. Twilight, he's kept for 2021. And Violet's a free agent. All these are very shocking. All the people who are free agents are shocking because Andy Miller has already said he's signed the core shock players already for next season, and he hasn't signed some of these players just yet. Rascal's not kept. Super isn't kept. Moth, no word just yet. And Violet. If these players go away, that's going to be crazy. I think everyone's going to try and jump on the Violet. I think Violet will be fine if any team he goes to. Moth will most likely maybe go to Houston Outlaws, I feel like, personally. Super, I think, like I said already, I think it's up in the air for Super. And then Rascal. I'm surprised Rascal's not going to be there, but I think he can go to many teams as well that he can easily make better in the Overwatch League. Seoul Dynasty, Fitz, and Illicit, team exercise option can be to November 13th. Profits being kept for 2021. Same thing goes with Gesture, Marvel, and Michelle. Team can exercise the option November 13th. Michelle's already put out an LFT tweet. Don't see it happening. 2U is a free agent. I think 2U has a lot of potential. Hopefully he's still on Genji. I've not checked yet. But he's going to be one of the best next off tanks, whoever signs him, I feel like. Bedosin, free agent. Creative under contract, that's very good. Creative was really good in the playoffs and grand finals. Slime's a free agent and Toby's a free agent, and they both put out LFTs as well. Same thing goes with Toby. Sucks to see some of these players not being kept on the roster, but obviously teams go on, money situations and all that. I hope they do re-sign some of these players, but who knows where that goes. Shanghai Dragons, Ding is a free agent, Diem's a free agent, D is a free agent, Fleta under contract, same thing goes with Lip under contract, Fearless kept for 2021. Giguri, free agent. Stan1, under contract. Void is under contract. Izayaki, kept for 2021. Lee Jae-gon, under contract. Luffy, free agent. I think everyone who's under contract is very good. Not surprised with anyone who's a free agent, honestly. Dia, he's on the academy team. Not surprised Diem and Ding are free agents. Stan1, I'm actually kind of surprised with Stan1, but I guess he can be a good backup in multiple areas. These are good moves from the Shanghai Dragons, I personally feel like. Let's move on to the next one. Toronto Defiant. We talked about this already in my previous video. Everyone's released. No words here, to be honest, except for Logic's still on the Toronto Defiant. Technically, they have not fully said he's been released yet. I've already said my thoughts already. I think he will be traded to a different team to get money back, so they can get more players next season. Vancouver Titans. Dalton's being kept for next season. Shockwave's a free agent. Tisuna's a free agent. KSA is a free agent. Shredlock's being kept. Karkar's a free agent. And Rolf's being kept for next season as well. We've already known about these for a while. Not much to really talk about here. Washington Justice. Decay's a free agent. Stitch a free agent. Tuba's being kept. He's under contract in general, so we had a 2-year. Janu, free agent. Very shocked. And he declined the option. Same thing goes with Stitch as well. Roar is under contract. I think there's a chance that he could probably move to coaching. So I would not say, say he's being kept for main tank just yet. Probably a chance he'll be moved to coaching. Aim God, free agent, and Arc, free agent. Honestly, very surprised Janu did not get re-signed. Obviously, he declined it in Decay. I'm surprised they did not try and re-sign Decay as well. But free agent now, everyone's going to try and get Decay. Maybe Justice Bulls try and sign Decay back as well. But Tuba is the only one under contract with Roar as well. Very surprising to see those two players in general under contract. Anyways, guys, that is it with all the contract status. I wanted to make this video, have some of my thoughts in it. We already knew about some of these. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it. If you guys want to stay more in tune of Overwatch League news and Overwatch League in general, you can subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to join my Discord down below. And don't forget to follow my Twitter and my Twitch. And don't forget to hit that bell. And don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe down below. And I'll see you guys on the next one.